Welcome to Palm Springs Stadium for more PSCL action. Nash Walker, Evan Schmeiser, excited to bring you Bootleggers Coyotes on this Monday morning. The Bootleggers coming in at 3-7-1, the Coyotes at 3-7. So evenly matched in the record column. And we're just about ready to go as Romero steps in the box for the Coyotes, Evan.
Absolutely right, Nash. You know, I have a good feeling about our omens for today, Nash. Turn the scoreboard on. We had a 15-0 game last night. We were fortunate to not have worked that game, so I have a good feeling about today.
Bootleggers are the home team. It's Clayton Evans on the mound. 7 innings this year, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a 2-0 count on Romero.
I like those low walk totals. Tells me we're going to see plenty of balls put into play and plenty of good action.
Yeah, the Bootleggers do lead the league and walks allowed at 58 and pitches inside. 3-0 on Romero. 58 walks for Bootleggers pitching. That is first in the league.
First meaning the highest
The
total
highest,
walks
yes.
issued.
Yes. It's like golf. Higher is worse. 3-1. 4-pitch walk to lead off the game for Romero. And this Coyotes offense, about league average, 716 OPS, 366 on base. That right there. Just their 35th walk of the season. That's third from the bottom. And that'll bring up Zambrano. So man on first, nobody out here, top of the first. First pitch is in there for a strike.
That was a good spot, too.
Down and away. Eric Romero is on first base. That's his 4th walk this year. He's 5 for 5 in stolen base attempts. We'll see if he takes off. As a team, the Coyotes 23 for 27.
Well, he's a good-looking lead over there, Nash.
That's in the dirt, and there he goes. Throw down, not in time.
Well, that was an excellent secondary lead out there from Romero. He had a good walking lead to begin with. The ball didn't get that far away from the catcher, Miles Gravel. Sometimes speed kills, though.
Alex Zambrano now with a man in scoring position. He's 3 for 13 this year. 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, couple of singles, and a double. Batting second today for the Coyotes, playing third base.
An opportunity for Zambrano at the plate. Huge hole at the right side.
Swing and a miss, foul tip.
Well, tough to put the ball over to the right side when you get a good fastball in the inner half of the plate.
1-2 now. Evans to Zambrano with Romero leading off second here in the top of the first.
You know, Nash, it's an interesting sky today, too. It doesn't look cloudy, but I don't know. It's not like a clear, crisp, light blue either like we're used to.
It's almost like a hazy white.
Yeah, maybe some of the sand from the mountains got kicked up, and it's... I don't know. I'm not from the desert. I don't know how that works.
2-2 on Zambrano with Romero off second. Evans, the right-hander. Bootleggers in the orange today. 2-2. Just outside. Good try. 3-2.
That was a pretty good breaking ball there from Evans, but just a better take from Zambrano. Looked like he saw it pretty well out of his hand, too.
So count runs full now. 3-2. Nobody out here, top of the first. Romero at second. Here's the payoff. Fouled at the plate. Stays alive.
And if you're Clayton Evans, you need to try and make Zambrano beat you here with a base hit. Last thing you want to do is walk the first 2 minutes of the game with the middle of the order coming up.
Another 3-2 from Evans. Down in the dirt, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to lead it off. And first and second, nobody out for Reddy, the shortstop today. Garrett Reddy, 3 for 14, 2 doubles. He's been hit by 3 pitches.
Well, that's got to be fun.
Looks like a little bit of a crowd there from right-handed batter's box. First pitch is a breaking ball. Good one. Strike one. And there's going to be a mound visit here between Gravel and Evans.
Yeah, Gravel got crossed up there. You could see the way he received that pitch. Looked like he was expecting fastball, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, that was a curveball instead.
For a strike, they'll take it.
Yeah. Impressive job behind the play. A lot of times if the catcher gets crossed up and he's moving a ton, you don't get the strike call, but he still received that pitch pretty well.
So 0-1 on Reddy. And pitch is inside, 1-1.
You know, I was watching the Phillies play the Padres yesterday, and forget who was pitching for the Padres, but he crossed up his catcher with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball.
Oof.
And the catcher hit the ball, and the catcher took it right off his chest protector. He had to be okay, but that's no fun.
Quick check on the runner. Romero gets back with nobody there.
Tough position playing catcher.
Oh. 1-1 on Reddy. Hit hard down the third baseline. It's a knock. Romero's coming around third. He's going to score. Zambrano gets the wave, and the hands go up in left field from Brooks. Ball is out of play. So it's an automatic double. And we'll see if they allow...
That's a break for the Bootleggers.
Yeah, Reddy's going to have to go back... Or Zambrano, excuse me, going to have to go back to third. So Romero does score on an RBI double from Reddy. And it's 1-0 Coyotes here early with nobody out and 2 runners in scoring position.
Well, excellent piece of hitting from Reddy. That ball was absolutely scalded down the third base line. But a major break for the Bootleggers. Zambrano would have scored easily from first base. The ball, it is deep down in both corners. But with it going out of play, of course, automatic, only 2 bases.
Here's Max McGee, had a couple of key hits his last time out. That pitch is down. Infield's in early on here, Evan.
Yeah, a little surprising to me. Especially with the 4-man up in the order. You bring the infield in, and a base hit through the infield could score 2 runs.
Coyotes fell to the Grizzly 5-3.
Oof.
That pitch is up 2-0.
Did not have a handle of that breaking ball right there. I would play the infield back here.
It looks like the left side at least. Beckley at short is going to retreat, and there they go on a 2-0 count. So they'll concede the run for an out. Here's the 2-0. Fouled at the plate, 2-1. So a ringing double down the line for Reddy, scores the first run of the game.
Ball's hit hard.
Yeah, it would have probably been a 2-run triple, Evan, I would think. If not out of play. 84 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it looked like it too.
No chance for Meyer at third.
I'm amazed some of the exit velocities we've had with wood bats nonetheless.
McGee, run scoring spot up in the count 2-1. That's a breaking ball that doesn't break. It's 3-1.
You know, Nash, I remember during my days, I was one of the last group of ball players to still get to use metal bats. Boy, the ball used to jump off of those things. Like a trampoline. Even BB Core was cool too. It made a weird sound.
3-1, popped up on the right side.
Long
See if
run.
there's a chance for Vendel, and they're going to let it drop just near the fence.
I think Vendel lost that in the sun. I don't think he would have gotten to it anyway.
Sky is bright this Monday morning in Palm Springs.
Oh yeah, it's Monday. I should remember. I went to church yesterday.
So McGee now with a full count. First base is open here. It's 1-0 already. Coyotes have nobody out with 2 in scoring position. Clayton Evans. 2 walks and a double allowed. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, gets away. It's ball 4, and a run's going to come home and score. Zambrano's in. It's 2-0 Coyotes.
Yeah, I mentioned just a moment ago in the broadcast. Bootleggers lead the league in total walks issued. That's the third one issued this inning. And walks kill. We've seen that almost every game. It's a recurring theme.
Mound visit here. It's runners at the corners. Nobody out. 2 already home for the Coyotes.
Obviously, no pitchers trying to walk anybody either, or anything like that. A lot of it just comes down to confidence in working within the strike zone and pitching to contact. It's a lot harder to string together multiple hits in an inning than to take advantage of 1, 2, or even 3 walks.
First and third, nobody out. 2-0 Coyotes over the Bootleggers. And stepping in now, Finn O'Connor. Finn 3 for 18, 9 strikeouts. And Evans could use one of those right here.
Wonderful to see. I'd be shocked, honestly, if we see Max McGee take off from first base. Last thing you want to do is run into an out. That ball, just
Close,
above us.
Just above the box.
That was lined up with us, Nash. I was ready that time. I had my hands out.
You were quick. Coyotes lead the league. They've struck out 80 times coming into today.
Well, that's an interesting matchup.
The 0-1. Hit high into left field.
That should easily score a run.
Whirling.
Maybe not that easy.
Foul, and Brooks is unable to make the catch. Great diving effort. That ball kept cutting foul. If he catches that ball, Evan, like you said, a run's going to score.
Oh, yeah, especially on the dive. There's no way he'll have a chance to throw out ready from third base going home. So, depending on the outcome of this bat, it could end up being a good thing for the Bootleggers that play wasn't made. So, a long run, excellent effort nonetheless from Trey Brooks to third.
0-2 on O'Connor. Still nobody out. And a long top of the first here. Clayton Evans. The 0-2. Breaking ball. Got him on the back. Bases are loaded.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do on an 0-2 count. And that's 2 or 3 breaking balls now from Evans that have just been up and inside in the right-handed batter's box. Just doesn't have command of that pitch. Doesn't have the right feel of it.
They're juiced up now for Phil Demas. Seen Phil pitch a little bit. At the plate, he's 4 for 16 with 2 doubles. First pitch hit hard to right field. It's a base hit. 1 run scores and ready. Here comes McGee. Throw to the plate is not there. McGee scores. It's a 2-run single for Demas. And the Coyotes lead it 4-0.
Well, very good piece of hitting from Demas. He hit that ball sharply to the right side. No chance for anybody on the Bootleggers to try and get it. And only a second hit of the inning, but when you put that many batters on without making them earn it with a hit or even reaching on an error, then you're bound to give up some runs. We see now with a 4 spot.
4-0. Nobody out in the top of the first. Runner still at the corners. Demas at first. O'Connor at third. Here's the catcher, Nico Cristelli, takes it in the dirt, and Demas is going to take second base. Coyotes have come out scalding, drawing walks, hard hit singles. It's already 4-0 with 2 more in scoring position.
And if you're the Bootleggers, you need Evans to at least give you some innings.
That's a called strike on Cristelli, who's not a particularly good matchup here. He's 5 for 13 with 4 walks, 991 OPS. He's hitting 385. Danger zone.
Here he is with 2 men in scoring position with nobody out, Nash.
The 1-1. Down and away. Good take. 2-1. I think if you're Evans, probably time to attack.
Well, absolutely, but he's in a tough spot because right now the Coyotes hitters can basically eliminate the curveball because I don't think we've seen him throw one for a strike. They've either been up and into the righties or down in the dirt.
That's it, high into left field. Playable for Brooks.
It's not that deep.
Setting up to tag O'Connor. He will. Here's the throw in. Cut off.
Oh,
And it's 5-0.
I don't know why. I don't know why he cut that off. That would have been a close play at the plate.
May have been offline. It's a sac fly for Cristelli. And that's the first out of the inning. First 5 batters in this Coyote order have all come around to score. It's Demas at second now with 1 down, and Solano, the 8th man to bat in the top of the first.
Hopefully, at least just getting that out can help settle down Clayton Evans a little bit.
That's fisted.
Oof.
Foul.
Well, spinning all sorts of ways.
Landed fair and then curled foul.
Oh, if you're Solano, you need to be running on that hit. Because it almost came back fair.
Eduardo Solano, 5 for 14 with a double, 4 driven in. Hitting 357, 786 OPS. There's that breaking ball again. Called a strike.
That was a big hook right there.
Started at his back.
Yeah, it was a good one. Well, now you need to get this batter if you're Evans. You're ahead 0-2. You just threw a nice curveball.
0-2. There goes Demas, and he's in safely at third with a stolen base.
Well, an excellent job of base running by Demas.
Oh,
Especially if...
Sending him back to second.
Why would they do that?
And that's what third base coach is asking, I'm sure.
If anything, if Solano interfered at the plate, usually they would call the base runner out. Wonder if time was called?
Oh, could have
Didn't
been.
look like time was called.
Demas is going back to second.
I mean, it's not much. Wasn't much of an argument. So whatever the explanation was, it must have been a good one.
1-2 on Solano. 1 down here in the top of the first. Coyotes lead it 5-0.
You know, Nass, I decided to go to the pen today, and I already marked down that he stole third base. That's going to complicate things.
2-2, fastball up and in. Breaking ball. Hit off the end of the bat. Back to Evans. He'll take the out at first. And Demas moves up to third on the ground out.
Well, Nass, that's a relief to be orders been restored to my scorer's book.
Just cross out the steal. Demas is at third now with 2 down.
Thanks for the reminder, big guy.
For Tyler Murphy. Murphy, the 9th man to bat here in the top of the first. Coyotes commanding 5-0 lead. Murphy on the season. 3 for 13. Takes ball 1 outside. He's got a double. He's driven in 3. Couple of walks. He's got a chance right here. Drive in another. That's popped out towards center field. And just at the edge of the grass, Perry makes the catch for out number 3. Finally, the top of the first has concluded. But not before the Coyotes score 5 runs. They lead it 5-0. And the Bootleggers will come up and hit when we return. Coyotes lead it 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Evan, tell us about Tyler Sundstrom.
Sure, absolutely. Give me just a second.
Starting today for the Coyotes, big right-hander. We've seen him start out in the field as well.
He is a big guy. Incoming freshman to Luna Community College. That's a nice name. He's one. Oh wait, well he's 1 for 13 as a hitter, but that's not what we're most concerned about. This will be his third outing on the mound. 5 total innings, 5.40 ERA. Only 4 walks, 2 hit by. He's hit 2 batters so far. Allowed 4 hits, 7 strikeouts to his credit.
Trey Brooks III steps in as the leadoff man. He's 2 for 17 on the season with a triple. And he takes outside from Sundstrom. It's 1-0.
Well, if you're Tyler Sundstrom, you need to attack that strike zone. You've been staked to a really good 5-0 lead early. It'd be really tough for the Bootleggers to try and hit their way back in this without help from walks or errors.
Brooks reaches his bat out and pops a flare to Combs, who gloves it for an easy out, number 1.
That's a big out for Sundstrom. It changes the complexion of the inning if you're able to retire the leadoff batter, especially on only 2 pitches.
Bootleggers offense hitting 246, but getting on base at a 374 clip. Not a lot of pop, slugging 331. They have gotten on base quite a bit. They've been hit by 12 pitches. First pitch is in there for a strike on Beckley.
Nash, I'm honestly amazed at the amount of batters who've been hit by pitches this season. And it's not necessarily just because of, like, clever, crafty things. That ball's smoked.
Beckley hits it hard to center, and he's got another hit. He's 8 for 20 on the season. I think it was roped to center, and he's aboard with a 1-out single.
But yeah, still, a lot of batters been hit by pitches out here. And, like, it's all sorts of ways, whether it's breaking balls that get away, fastballs that are just way inside at times. Even pitchers who have had really good control for the most part.
Let me ask you.
Hit batters.
Let me ask you what you think the number is. How many batters? I have the number right here. How many batters do you think have been hit this year?
In the entire league.
In the entire league, that is over almost 4,000 plate appearances. How many have been hit?
Wow. Can you give me another hint as far as how many total games have been played? If that takes too long, then I can.
Over 100.
Over 100. Okay. 89 total hit batters.
89. It is 154.
Well, I don't know what these pitchers are doing, frankly.
154.
The goal is to throw the ball over the plate.
Incredible. 2-1 on Gravel with Beckley at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Coyotes lead at 5-0.
But honestly, to be serious for a moment, that does tell me one thing at least. It tells me that the pitchers are willing to throw inside. And I would rather see that and have more hit batters than pitchers who are afraid to throw a ball inside and end up walking more people or just get hit around.
Miles Gravel, 5 for 16, 3 singles, 2 doubles. Follows that at the plate on 2-2.
I was taught this, Nash, by a former, a big lefty who pitched in Japan for several years in the Reds organization. And he's an old guy too. I'm gonna say it until I'm old. You throw outside for show, and you go inside for dough.
2-2 hit hard to right field, but fouling out of play.
So hit batters, they're okay in my book.
Bootleggers 15 for 20 in stolen base attempts this year with Beckley at first. He's 1 for 2.
Nash, if Nathan Beckley tries to steal second here, I'll be the most surprised man in the entire stadium. No, the entire Coachella Valley.
2-2 hit hard towards second, chance for 2. Murphy can't pick it up. So Gravel will reach first. Beckley's safe at second. And a little rally here in the bottom of the first for the Bootleggers.
Absolutely, and a good effort. Not a bad effort there by any means from the second baseman, Tyler Murphy. The ball was hit fairly hard. He's ranging over to his right. You wonder if he tried to rush the flip just a little bit and didn't secure the ball first.
In steps McCarthy. Ryan McCarthy is 2 for 14. Runners at first and second now with 1 out.
Frankly, if I'm Tyler Murphy, I want this next ball to to come right back out to me for another chance at a double play.
Down in the dirt, 1-0. That was hit hard. Murphy moving to his right, couldn't pick it up. They'll score it as an error. E4.
Yeah, I didn't even wait for the analytics guys on that one.
2-0 now on McCarthy.
Now if you're Brandon McCarthy, you need to look for a pitch out over the plate, something you can drive into the outfield. Get a good swing at it, too. An aggressive swing.
Pitch is in there for a strike.
That was a good location from Suntrim, too. Right on that outer black. Good life on that fastball, too, running away from the left-handed batter. Good pitch for trying to get a double play if you got the swing out of McCarthy. And a good take from McCarthy. McCray, excuse me. There's another McCarthy in the roster.
That's foul back.
That could be terribly confusing, Nash, having a McCray and a McCarthy on the same roster.
Absolutely. Two now. One down, bottom of the first. Called strike 3. A big second out. And down on strikes. Here comes Swan, the extra hitter. In need of a 2-out knock, the Bootleggers. It's 5-0 Coyotes.
Yeah, if you're Tyler Swan, absolutely need a hit. Well, that'll help.
That pitch gets away, and both runners will move up into scoring position.
We'll see. That'll officially go down as a pass ball, allowing both runners to advance. I didn't think that was a bad breaking ball by any means. Sometimes it just happens.
1-0 on Tyler Swan, who's 2 for 15 this year.
A big chance for Swan right here. Base hit, she'll get 2 runs home.
That one's high, a fastball. It's 2-0.
Now an even bigger opportunity. Look for another fastball out over the plate. Divide that plate in half, get a really, really good swing at it, and drive it.
Hit hard out to short, and that's going to get through for a hit. 2 runs will score. Here's the throw.
Oh,
Decent throw. Here's the throw down to second, and not in time. So Swan with a 2-run single moves up to second on the throw. I really didn't think they had a chance at the plate, Evan.
Yeah, honestly, I thought they did. Looks like the throw might have just died a little bit, coming in on just one hop. Excellent piece of hitting from Tyler Swan, though. He took my advice, Nash. He got that fastball out over the plate. He knew it was coming, and boy, he put a wallop on that ball.
5-2. Bootleggers get a couple back. Coyotes lead it. Here's Go Hattori. Go is 4 for 15 with 3 walks. Just 1 strikeout. First pitch is in there for a strike. Swan leads off second. And if they can get him home, Evan, that'd be a very productive bottom half of the first. They already have 2 home.
Absolutely. The Bootleggers are very much still in this ballgame, especially after getting a couple runs back. And you have one more out there, so still a chance.
It's in the dirt. Here's the snap throw to second. Good try.
Oh, that was an excellent, really, really excellent pick there from Cristelli behind the plate. I like the aggression of trying to throw behind the runner.
Hattori, the DH, takes a strike. An 0-2 count on Go Hattori. 1-2. On go.
And after you go with Tori, you gotta try and put the ball in play any way you can.
1-2 is up and away. 2-2.
I wonder what that pitch was. Looked like pretty good looking two-seamer, I assume it was.
Some run. I was gonna say sinker, but
Yeah.
maybe more run than sink.
So if you can locate that pitch to a right-handed batter, that's unhittable. Good idea.
2-2 count. Did he go? Did not. And with the pitch in the dirt, Swan moves up to third.
Yeah, good base running from Tyler Swan. I was a little surprised to see Cristella behind the plate. Didn't really go after that ball. Try and maybe make a throw out over a third base. Didn't get that far away. That's gonna be a tough play.
Slow roller to third, and will just tail foul.
Oh, good heads-up baseball there. Letting that ball go foul.
33-minute first inning here.
Yeah, Alex Zambrano, he wouldn't have had any chance to try and make a play over at first on a Tory.
Full count on go, Hattori. 2 in for the Bootleggers. It's 5-2 Coyotes here in the bottom of the first. 2 down. Here's the 3-2. Down and away, ball 4. Ball gets away. Throw to the plate. There was no slide. He's safe anyway.
Yeah, caught a major break there. Swan almost got Swan out because he didn't slide, but good secondary lead on his part. He got a nice walking lead over a third, and frankly, Nash, we very much have a ball game again. Only a 2-run game now.
5-3. Bootleggers not done yet. Here's Meyer. Evan Meyer, 4 for 18, 2 doubles, 6 strikeouts on the season.
Ooh.
And Suntrum, after his first walk of the inning, puts one in the dirt. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I might think about a quick meeting on the mound from Castell, or even have a coach come out. Because we've seen, going back to the last at bat, a few pitches now missing across his body into the left-handed batter's box.
That's hit up the middle. It'll get through for a hit. Hattori moves up to second. It's a 2-out rally for the Bootleggers here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, a good piece of hitting. I'm honestly really glad that Suntrum, he tried to reach out with his bare hand to get that ball. It's never a good idea, in my opinion. I'm glad the ball did not hit his bare hand. That can lead to a lot of injuries. Not worth it, especially in a summer league game.
So here's Max Merlin, and the Bootleggers have 1 player on their team. Actually 2 with Kai Pagan, who's coming off the bench today with an OPS over 1,000. So Merlin hitting .444. He's 8 for 18 with a double. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and has runners at first and second now. He's the go-ahead run.
And for what it's worth, Nash, all these runs coming with 2 outs, so the 3 runs scored are all unearned.
One on Merlin, hit back out to short, picked up by Reddy, flips over to second for the 3rd out. Bootleggers get 3 back. Coyotes lead at 5-3, and they'll come up and hit when we return. Jose De Real coming on in relief in the bottom of the second here, and Clayton Evans exits this game after a long first inning. 5 runs scored by the Coyotes. Bootleggers got 3 back in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, and Evans threw 35 pitches in the first inning. For Jose De Real, this will be the 8th game he's pitched in. Decent sample size, 11 2/3 innings so far. 6.94 ERA. Relatively low walk total, 4 walks. He's hit 2 batters, along with 5 strikeouts. So he's a guy who will pitch to contact.
Ben Combs is 4 for 15 with 5 runs driven in. He leads it off here out of the 10 hole for the Coyotes. That's hit high into center field. McCarthy goes back now, coming in, makes a cap high catch. That's the first out. So De Real comes in and gets the first man. They'll flip the lineup over to Romero, who walked and scored in a long top of the first.
Yeah, you mentioned before, Nash. The first 5 men in the Coyotes order able to cross the plate in the first inning.
First pitch, down and in.
I wonder what that pitch was.
On Romero.
Looked like it's a good arm slot. He threw it like it was a fastball, but it was definitely not a fastball. I like it.
That's also hit to center. Another play from McCarthy. It's the same spot. 2 down.
Yeah, that ball was hit fairly well, but a lot of times really good things can happen for a pitcher if you pitch to contact.
For the Bootleggers, this is exactly what you're looking for. You come within 2 there in the bottom of the first. Want a quick inning and 2 quick outs.
Every team loves a shutdown inning. It's a really good way to try and steal momentum back in your favor.
First pitch on Zambrano, down and away. He walked and scored as well in the first.
Look, that was the first curveball we saw from Jose De Real. A lot of life on it.
1-0 is high, 2-0.
Can't tell if that's a fastball or a changeup. His delivery looked a little different that time. That pitch delivered upstairs.
Down and away, 3-0.
It just doesn't look like a comfortable at bat trying to face Jose De Real on the mound. I don't know, just the way his arm slot is, all of his pitches seem like they have pretty good movement.
Which is in there for a strike. It's 3-1. 4 free passes for the Coyotes in the first inning. 3 walks, a hit batter.
So what is that, 155 total hit batters from the league's pitching?
I believe so. There's ball 4. Zambrano's aboard on balls for the second time.
Well, it's a good way to keep the hitters honest. If you're a pitcher, you gotta let them know that it's your plate.
Here's Reddy, who doubled, that hard double down the third baseline. Essentially a ground rule double. Evan got caught in the fence down there.
Yeah, it initially ended up being a break because only 1 run was able to score, but ultimately, with the onslaught for the rest of the inning, that didn't end up mattering too much.
Forced Zambrano to stay at third, and both him and Reddy scored anyway.
Still annoying if you're ready, though. You want that second RBI. Had to settle for just the 1.
2-0, De Real. Falling behind. That is in there for a strike. It's 2-1.
And a good spot. It looks like the home plate umpire is getting maybe an inch or 2 off of the outside half to the right-handed batter. So if you're a pitcher, you need to recognize that and try to take advantage.
Dribbled right off the end of the bat.
It's a tough play.
Vendel makes the toss to De Real. They got him.
Oh, nice job by De Real. Showing some good athleticism, getting over there to cover.
PFP for the third out. It's 5-3. Coyotes lead it. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Tyler Suntrum back to the mound here in the bottom of the second with the Coyotes leading at 5-3. And he'll face Vendel, Perry, and Brooks here.
Yeah, the Bootleggers, Nash, they've been able to steal some momentum back. Falling behind early 5-0 after just a half inning, but putting 3 runs back up of their own and a really nice inning from Jose De Real coming on in relief. Chance to try to make this a new ball game.
Vendel's 1 for 14 with a double. He leads it off here in the second. Suntrum back into the windup. First pitch is away, ball 1.
And the majority of his pitches have been on the outside part of the plate to the righty. So if you're a bootlegger hitter, you need to eliminate the inside half and lean out over that plate.
It's fouled off. 1-1.
Now, Nash, I'm still waiting for another chance to try and make a catch on a foul ball.
I'm excited.
Yeah, like it was I forget what day it was. We had one where it was both of us working it. It came straight back to us, but hit right off the top of the wall to the press box and bounced right back down, just to have our reach, Nash.
2-1 on Vendel. Foul tip at the plate, 2-2.
Looks like they're going to give Cristelli back there a little bit of time. That ball got a piece of him.
Nico's feeling it behind the dish. Catchers just take a beating.
He's got his teammate coming out bringing him water. That's nice of him. He's up walking around, but he definitely took a shot.
We'll step aside as the trainer comes out to check on Nico Cristelli. Vendel has a base hit to left field. He's aboard at first. It's a leadoff single.
And good news, Cristelli, he's good to go behind the plate.
Pitch is down to Perry, who's batting 10th today. The Bootleggers pulling within 2 runs in the bottom of the first, and now leadoff man is aboard. There's a called strike on Perry.
Already the 4th hit for the Bootleggers, with nobody out here in the second. They've come out swinging.
Pitch is outside. Brian Perry just 2 at-bats. He's 0 for 2.
Might be more of a pitcher. He's pitched in a couple games. He's gone 5 innings in those outings. As you said, Nash, only 2 at-bats.
The 1-1. Hit out through the hole on the left side. It's a base hit. Back-to-back singles to lead off this bottom of the second inning. Bootleggers are in business again.
Oh, yes, they are. The tying run now over at first base. The top of the order coming up. If you're the Bootleggers, that sounds like a recipe for runs.
Top of the order in Brooks. And Brooks is batting first, Trey Brooks. He's 2 for 18 on the season after he popped out to first back in the first inning.
Wonderful to see a bunt here.
Swing and a miss.
That answers that question.
I like that idea, Evan.
Yeah, like part of the thing is, obviously the players pay to be out here. You want to get your hacks in, but it's a real skill to be able to know how to bunt. It can make the difference between a conference championship.
Oh, 1 in the dirt. 1-1.
But you can also understand the way with the early offensive outbursts from both teams, maybe you don't necessarily want to give away an out. I tell you, the analytics guys, they're big on not giving away outs, Nash.
Yeah, I think the numbers show that a runner on first bunted over to second for the first out actually decreases your chances of scoring a run. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, I disagree with that.
Well, by the numbers, you have lesser chance to score on average. But if you move a runner over to third on the first out, it actually increases, to my understanding. Which makes sense because you can score on a sac fly, you can score on a
Well, that all depends on like who the hitters are.
Yeah.
Are they hot?
just an average.
All that.
Here's the 1-2 on Brooks, popped up, back behind us, out of play.
Yeah, that one to our left. You a big fan of hitting and running, Nash?
We just don't see it a lot. We don't see it much. I mean, if you have contact-oriented hitter at the plate, I understand it. There's a swing and a miss. Brooks is down on strikes. So a big strikeout for Suntram.
Absolutely. Yeah, really nice fastball on the outer half there. Not much of a chance there from Brooks. As you said, big first out.
Here comes Beckley back in. He singled and scored an inning ago, and Suntram tying his shoe.
I see it. And Vendel's tying his shoe at second base. They both went down at the same time to tie their shoe. It was like they rehearsed it for a play. It was beautiful.
Beckley in the left-handed batter's box. First pitch, down and in.
I think I've seen one hit and run attempt out here so far. It almost worked too. Batter just hit it foul.
Sometimes hard to tell if the play was on or if they just swung and a steal.
Yeah, because sometimes you get a swing from the batter to try and protect the base runner.
That pitch is inside 2-0.
That was something that in high school we would do a lot. Just swing and miss on purpose, trying to protect the base stealer. But then, of course, you give away a strike. Sometimes, too, on a pitch that's not remotely close to the zone.
2-0. Down and in, 3-0.
While Beckley had a really hard hit single in the first inning, I'm green lighting him, especially in an RBI situation. Big fan of green lights, 3-0 Nash.
That is behind him.
Oh, he can't swing at that pitch.
Ball 4, bases are juiced for Gravel. Gravel reached on an error and scored in his first plate appearance. And he'll come up now with the bases loaded. His team is trailing 5-3.
Oh, the Coyotes would absolutely love a similar kind of ground ball we saw from Beckley in the first inning to try and roll an inning-ending double play.
First pitch, up and away, called a strike on Gravel. Good fastball there from Suntram.
Absolutely. It looked like Ravel might have gotten the pitch that was coming, just not quite able to pull the trigger. Big to get strike one in a situation like this.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
And even better breaking ball, getting Gravel to swing right over the top of it. Now you have a litany of options. Your Sundstrom on the mound, especially way ahead 0-2.
Gravel 5 for 17 on the season. 3 driven in, bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 0-2, swing and a miss, he got him.
Well, that was huge. Excellent breaking ball down in the dirt. Especially when you have an 0-2 count, you can afford to waste a pitch like that. Wasn't particularly close to the zone. Absolutely huge to get that strikeout there with the bases loaded.
2 down now, and here's McCarthy, the center fielder. Struck out looking in the first. First pitch from Sundstrom. Hit him.
Wow, talk about a break.
So a run will score, and it's 5-4. Coyotes took a 5-0 lead in the top of the first. Since then, 4 unanswered for the Bootleggers, and the bases are still loaded. Tyler Swan, who had that 2-run single, hard hit ball through the right side, has another opportunity here. Base hit should help the Leggers take the lead. Breaking ball doesn't break. 1-0.
That ball came close to another hit batter right there. And we've seen some excellent breaking balls since the first inning, but that one of those just didn't get the grip he needed on it, or quite the right release point.
1-0. 2-0.
Well, now I'm taking all the way here if I'm Tyler Swan. You just had the hit batter and 2 pitches right there that were not particularly competitive. Especially with bases loaded, you'll get a couple fastballs in a row. I'm taking a strike.
2-0, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Coyotes lead it 5-4, but the Bootleggers are threatening with the bases juiced. Swings on 2-0 through the left side. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run, he scores. And the Bootleggers take a 6-5 lead.
I'll talk about that. Tyler Swan proving me wrong. Green light 2-0. They got a high fastball, and he absolutely tomahawked it right into left field past the outstretched glove. And just like that, Bootleggers now in the lead.
Perry and Beckley come home to score on another 2-run single from Swan. He's got 4 driven in today. That brings up Go Hattori. With runners at first and second. That's hit hard to left. On a line. Demas over his head. McCarthy comes home and scores. They're going to wave Swan around. He'll score. It's 8-5 Bootleggers on a 2-run double from Go Hattori.
And that's absolutely the toughest kind of ball for any outfielder. That line drive just hit right at you. It looked like from our vantage point that Phil Demas had a pretty good beat on, but it just jumped at the end. The ball just traveled really, really well during the day. And goes to show, when you put the ball in play and you hit it hard, good things can often happen.
5 home for the Bootleggers here in the second. They lead at 8-5, 8 unanswered runs after falling behind 5-0 in the top of the first.
And that does officially go down as a hit according to our official scorekeepers.
First pitch on Meyer in there for a strike. Meyer singled in the first as well.
How about these crooked numbers, Nash? 8-5, bottom of the second inning, 8 total hits between the two teams.
And an hour of gameplay. Which is in there for strike 2.
Yeah, 2-hour time limit, 7-inning games, whichever comes first.
I think we're going to have the time limit today, Evan.
You know,
That's just my hunch, unless we pick this thing up.
Nash, I think you're onto something.
8-5 Bootleggers over the Coyotes. The 0-2 outside, 1-2. Another laborious half inning for Tyler Sundstrom. He's trying to get the third out here. Yeah, that's in the dirt, 2-2.
And nobody up in the Coyote bullpen, so they definitely need Sunshine to at least try and give them some innings here.
Swan doubles his RBI total on the season. He's now up to 8, and that's the team lead by a mile. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. So 3-2 now on Meyer. With Merlin on deck. Grounded into a fielder's choice to close up the first. Felt like a long time ago.
That was about an hour ago, Dash.
3-2 down and away, ball 4. So the third free pass of the inning, and there's going to be a mound visit. We'll see if there's a pitching change. I didn't see any activity down there in the bullpen.
Never know, he could pull a Gabe Kapler. Trying to do a pitching change when nobody's warmed up.
Looks like a mound visit for Suntrum. A little chat.
And that can be a really good thing sometimes. Like, just try and slow things down, get a little conversation, think about something else for a moment, and then you're able to refocus with a calm mind to try and get this last out of the inning.
Meyer at first, Go Hattori at second. And it's Merlin. He's the 10th man to bat in the inning. They're getting their plate appearances today, Evan.
Absolutely. Swing away. Get your money's worth.
First pitch on Merlin, down and away, 1-0. Suntrum got ahead of Meyer, lost him. And now falls behind Merlin. 1-0. In there for a strike.
Well, that was a good adjustment right there on the mound. Suntrum's missed a few times, like out and away to the right-handed batter. That time, though, slowed down his delivery, found that good balance play, went with a slide step that time, and delivered a nice fastball on the lower half.
Down and away, 2-1.
And missed in that same spot again. That, when you're missing like that, glove side, that all just comes down to finding the right balance point. If you're not able to repeat your delivery and get that proper balance point, then it's going to be much tougher to command your pitches.
2-1. Hit out to short. And Reddy throws on to second to get the out. So another 6-4 fielder's choice to retire Merlin and retire the inning, but the Bootleggers score 5. It's 8-5, Leggers over the Coyotes. You're listening to PSCL Baseball. Jose De Real is back out there for the Bootleggers, and they have a lead, Evan.
Yeah, absolutely. 8 unanswered runs. This is a wild game, to say the least, Nash. And Jose De Real, record a shutdown inning in the top of the second. If he's able to do the same thing here in the third, ooh, talk about a lot of momentum for the Bootleggers. And good job on the Bootleggers' part as a team, not giving up, not backing down after falling behind 5 runs out of the gate.
Max McGee comes up for the second time. He walked and scored in the first, and there's a strike from De Real.
And that's big too, just getting strike 1.
A 1 hit through the hole. That's a base hit for McGee.
A good piece of hitting from McGee, and not a bad pitch by De Real from any means. Ball's hit particularly hard, just hit it in the right spot. Good things happen when you go strikes, and good things can also happen when you put the ball in play.
Leadoff single from McGee. Bring up Finn O'Connor, who's the extra hitter today. Finn was hit by a pitch, came around to score in the first. There's a check on McGee. He's back in safely. Well, there's been little resistance here. Evan, the Coyotes feels like 3 runs is like a tie game.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. That was a generous strike call right there. But granted, we just saw a score sitting from De Real, so wonder if he can restore order or maintain order for the Bootleggers, who have all the momentum now.
Hefty lead from McGee. That's called strike 2.
Yeah, McGee's stolen 3 bags. He's only been caught once so far this season, but it's much tougher to try to steal bases and be aggressive out there when you're trailing by multiple runs. Because the last thing you want to do is make an out on the bases.
There goes McGee. That's hit up the middle and a tough hop. And they'll get the out at first. So a nice recover. Lee Perry picked that ball up. It was a tough hop on Beckley.
Absolutely, and it's a really good thing for the Coyotes that McGee was on the move. That would have been an easy double play if he wasn't going, or they would have at least had the lead runner out.
Ball was hit hard up the middle. Beckley had trouble with the hop, but they get the out at first. McGee moves up to second. 88-mile-an-hour exit velocity on that hard hit ball, and it's an out. That's hit out to third also pretty sharply. Meyer gets a glove on it, throws on to first for out number 2. We're going to have a chance at third, and McGee is in there safely. So heads up base running from McGee. He advances to third on the throw, and there's 2 down.
Absolutely. My goodness. Excellent play by Evan Meyer. That ball hit on a rope. He gloved it on one hop. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing, Nash. And he turned it into a much easier looking play than it really was.
2 down now. McGee at third for Nico Cristelli. Nico sack fly in the first. And that's down and away for a strike.
Wow, that's a couple strike calls to sitting on the outer half that Coyotes have not been happy about.
Bootleggers are looking for another sack fly from Cristelli right here.
That'd be tough with 2 outs, Dash.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I had to do it to you, brother.
Exactly right. Well, that's the joke. That's the joke. Fly ball, just an out.
Huh. That's one way to look at it.
That's going to fall in for a hit.
Well, Nash, they got the sack fly.
Yep, just not caught, and that's an RBI single. As McGee comes in and scores. An RBI knock for Nico Cristelli, and here's Solano.
Really nice adjustment from Nico Cristelli. He knows that the outside corner has opened up a little bit, so he made that adjustment, reached his hands out there, and found a good spot in right field.
Solano grounded back to the pitcher. That time it was Clayton Evans in the first. So now 8-6, Bootleggers in front. Coyotes get one back here in the third. As Hudson Myers is warming down in the Coyotes bullpen.
No stolen bases this season for Cristelli, the catcher. Wonder if...
Yeah, 2 down, might see him take off. Here's the 1-0 on Solano. Just missed. That's been called quite a bit. Maybe up that time.
Never fun as a home plate umpire when you're getting ire from both sides. Tough job. I give him credit.
Keegan Bolza's running for the catcher Cristelli at first. It's a courtesy runner.
Well, I'm putting the take sign on here. Especially, you're the tying run at the plate. Try to get on base. Try and continue the line.
Bolza's going to take off. Here's the throw. It doesn't matter. It's ball 4.
Interesting seeing a runner go on a 3-0 pitch, but as you said, Nash, doesn't matter when you get walked on the same play.
So that brings up Tyler Murphy, who popped out to second to close out the 5-run first for the Coyotes.
You know, Nash, I'm still waiting to see my first home run in a PSCL game. Now will be quite a time for the Coyotes.
Dramatic. Murphy's the go-ahead run. The tying run's at first in Solano. Keegan Bolza at second, running for Nico Cristelli. 2 down. 1 run already home. It's 8-6. Bootleggers. First pitch on Murphy is high, 1-0.
I know it's been 5 straight pitches out of the strike zone, but I'm green-lighting Tyler Murphy. Jose De Real, he's probably just going to try and guide a fastball just to get me over strike. And if you're a hitter, that's a pitch you need to try and hammer. That was the 1.
Called strike. It's 1-1.
Take sign might have been on there, but that was a good pitch to hit. Outfield not playing particularly deep.
That's popped up. Looks playable. Gravella's back, and it pops out of his glove.
Yeah, we'll see what the scoring of that play is. Not an easy play whatsoever, especially for Gravel. No chance for Meyer to coming in from third. The ball just wasn't hit all that high up in the air. Gravel didn't have that much of time to try and get in the perfect position for a catcher to try and make that play. So good effort. Of course, new life for Tyler Murphy, trying to take advantage of that.
New life for Murphy. And it is an error on the catcher Gravel.
Yeah, tough error, but an error nonetheless.
That's hit hard to center. McCarthy takes a step in, now makes a cap-high catch for out number 3. 8-6. Bootleggers still lead it. You're listening to PSCL Baseball. Hudson Myers is out there for the Coyotes. His team trails 8-6. And Evan?
That's right, Nash. It'll be the 6th game that Myers has pitched in. Local guy, College of the Desert, big 6'3", 270-pound lefty. It's gone 5 2/3 innings so far, 13 earned runs. Trying to command his pitches, 10 walks coming into this outing and 3 hit batters. Strikes would be absolutely huge for the Coyotes, especially trying to work a shutdown inning after getting one of those runs back.
Vendel, Perry, Brooks due up here. Bottom of the 3rd for the Bootleggers. One else swing and a miss on Vendel.
Very good pitch right there. Down and away. Be a little bit of life on that fastball.
Vendel singled, scored in the 2nd.
Who hasn't scored in this game?
1-1. Hit chopped to short. Tough hop. Throw to first is not in time.
Oh, that was a close play.
Good effort from Reddy.
I thought the ball beat him, but you wonder if Reddy didn't have complete control of the ball. Granted, I think the umpire just called him safe regardless. I thought they might have had him, Nash. Would have been a web gem.
Good effort from Reddy. It was a tough hop into the hole. And Vendel will reach first. Here's Perry.
So now 11 combined hits and 14 combined runs. He with no outs in the bottom of the 3rd.
Perry singled and scored in the 2nd. And pitches up and in for ball 1. Eight 6. Bootleggers in front of the Coyotes. 1-0. Up and away, 2-0.
Well, now I expect to see a very aggressive swing from Brian Perry here if he gets his pitch. Hit a good single his first time up. Look for a fastball on the outer half. Well, he got one on the inner half.
3-0.
I still say green light here, especially when you're winning. You can afford to be more aggressive, take more chances.
3-0's in there for a strike.
I look to be taking all the way, which is perfectly fine. He'll probably get that same pitch on a 3-1 count.
Three 1 on Perry. Check on the runner. Good move.
Yeah, I thought I was going home. How'd the Twins do yesterday, Nash?
Beat the Rockies, Evan.
All right, there we go. Nash, big Twins guy.
You could say. 3-1. Flared out to 2nd and caught by Murphy. There's out number 1.
That's a big out right there for Myers, especially falling behind 3-0. We get a good strike to work back into the count and a really nice fastball along the inner half to get that easy out.
Myers gets inside, and the lineup will flip over now for Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 2.
So like I said, Nash, you throw inside for dough.
That's up and in for a ball.
Well, I guess I didn't say. It was the former Reds minor league and pitcher in the Japanese baseball league who's told me that first.
Brooks struck out in the 2nd, popped out to 3rd.
Looks like they called a balk.
It is a balk on Myers. And I thought he was towing the line there with that move to 1st, the angle.
Now the umpire's going to talk about it.
Hold off on your pen there in the book.
Too late, Nash. Nash, if they reverse this call, that's how you know they're messing with me. They know down there. They know.
At the moment, they have Vendel at 2nd with a balk, and they're going to send him.
They're sending him back.
Yeah, they're sending him back to 1st.
I don't think Vendel's aware of it yet. Oh, now he is.
They're going to send him back to 1st. The balk call is revoked.
Oh, now I got to cross off balk. I can't exactly undo sending him to 2nd base. It's a conflict, Nash.
1-0, way high, 2-0.
So you realize, Nash, the only option now is Vendel has to go steal second.
I was wondering if he was going to take off on 1-0. He did not.
It's a good move, though, from Myers. Never really seen a ball call rescinded before. But I always give the umpires credit for talking things over with each other, and it takes a big person to say, okay, maybe the play actually went this other way.
3-0. It's the bottom of the third. We've played for 80 minutes. And that pitch is in there for a strike. So 3-1 now on Brooks. He's getting his third plate appearance in 3 innings. So as we said, good opportunity for at-bats here. Check on the runner. He's back in safely.
Just realized the mist systems are not on this morning. At least something seemed different.
Ball 4.
On Nash, once again, order's been restored in the scores book. I'm very relieved.
5th walk drawn. That includes the hit by pitch of McCarthy in the second. Bootleggers. 5 free passes. They lead it 8-6. Now runners at first and second with 1 out.
And an opportunity here for Nathan Beckley. It'll be a tough lefty-on-lefty matchup. He scored twice already. Runner in scoring position, though.
Beckley, the shortstop. As you said, Evan Singleton scored, walked and scored. First pitch is down in the dirt away from Criselli. Both runners move up.
That's a big break now. Putting runners on second and third with 1 out. Chance to try and score a run. Make it a 1-run game without even needing a hit. And that will go down officially as a pass ball.
So bottom of the third, Bootleggers lead 8-6, trying to add on to their lead. 1-0, chopped out to third. One big hop, check on the runner at home. Here's the throw to first, they got him. Nice play from Zambrano.
Yeah, absolutely.
Run comes home to score, and it's 9-6. So Brooks moves up to third on the play. And 2 down now for Gravel. Gravel reached on error, struck out. It's up and in, 1-0. Runs in all 3 innings for the Bootleggers. 3 in the first, 5 in the second. 1 home already here in the third. That's down and in. Oh, called a strike. 1-1.
Really nice fastball right there from Myers. Right on that inside lower half part of the plate. He honestly made a really good pitch on Beckley, just the ball wasn't quite hard enough to try and make a play at the plate.
1-1. Called strike 2.
Oh, that inside corner's open for business. I think Myers is well aware of that at the moment. He goes back there twice in a row.
So 1-2 on Gravel with 2 outs. And the pitch from Myers fouled away. It's our last full week of PSCL action in the regular season.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Playoffs start next week. Exciting.
Absolutely, man. It's really flown by, Nash.
Next Tuesday. And there's a swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Here's the throw down to first. They got him. So 1 run from the Bootleggers in the bottom of the third. They lead it 9-6, and the Coyotes will come up and hit when we return. Combs is up here in the top of the fourth. The Coyotes trailing 9-6. 7 hits for the Bootleggers. 4 hits for the Coyotes. It'll be Combs, Romero, Zambrano. And the first pitch is a ball. The 1-0. Get out to third and through.
The hit parade continues.
Leadoff hit for Combs. And the leadoff man has been on in all but 1 inning for the Coyotes.
Well, that's just a recipe for runs, Nash. Looks like Trey May is going to come on the pinch run.
Trey May. As Romero steps into the box. The new pitcher is Jason Leone for the Bootleggers.
May's stolen 2 bases this season. He's not been caught.
Just up and away on Romero, who's 0 for 1, excuse me, with a walk. Jason Leone has thrown 2 innings this year. A couple of strikeouts, 1 walk.
Close play at first. You know, Nash, with those playoffs approaching, the A's have lost back-to-back games, so the Lumberjacks are in sole possession of first place at 9-1.
They've won 9 in a row, and they've scored 92 runs in 10 games.
I mean, look, their starting lineup is basically power players at this point. How many guys have been called up? Blue Sox and A's both a game and a half behind in second. Blue Sox currently with the tiebreaker.
That's a called strike. As a team, the Lumberjacks are hitting .386 with a nearly .520 on base percentage.
Well, that'll help.
Unbelievable. 58 walks, 37 strikeouts, and they will be a force next week, no question. That's hit hard to the gap in right center field, and it's down for a hit. Round second to third is May. And runners at the corners now for the Coyotes here in the top of the fourth.
How about this? There's no quit from either team. Now the tying run coming to the plate for the Coyotes, just as they're getting towards the middle of the order.
Zambrano walked twice, scored in the first. He comes in now with runners in the corners and nobody out. His team trails by 3 is the tying run.
Let's see. Green Dragons are in 4th, 4, 2, and 3. Grizzly are at 5 and 4.
Fastball called a strike on Zambrano, who hasn't seen a lot of them. He's walked twice.
It's going to be exciting playoffs.
Looking for teams who may upset the apple cart.
Yeah.
That's a strike.
I'm curious to see if we have any first-round upsets or games that might be closer than one might expect.
My sleeper pick is the Grizzly. Very deep.
To
Get
win
on
it all?
base. Well, just to make a run, unexpected run.
Okay. I mean, the Grizzly are in 5th coming into today. I tell
Looking
you
for
what,
a team who may upset the Lumberjacks, the A's, or the Blue Sox. That's a called strike 3, and a big one. Out number 1 in the 4th.
I was hoping initially to see a first-round match with the North Stars and the A's. So they played 2 really competitive games so far, but North Stars have won 3 games in a row, so that they climbed too much in the standings for that first-round matchup to probably happen.
The Lumberjacks, by and large, the best team in the league this year. Best offense. They have the lowest team ERA. And the pitch is fouled back by Reddy. Opponent batting average of 208. That's also the lowest in the league. So the best staff.
For the Lumberjacks?
Yep.
I did not expect to see that.
Best staff and the best offense. Runner goes. Here's the throw. They got him. They got him picked off. They're going to get into a hot box. Here's the throw home, and that gets away. So around second
nobody
and
covering third
all the
either.
way to third is Romero. A run scores, and it's 9-7. So credit.
So, okay, let's see what happens here. So, I guess Romero gets a stolen base after all that. Ben Combs gets a steal of home. And then there's an error somewhere. I don't know who it's on that allows Romero to go to third.
Throwing error allowed. Made a score. They had Romero picked at second, and he slammed on the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, when you're out by that much of a guy on third, it's a good idea to not just run into an out. Honestly, I was surprised to see him take off, still trailing by 3 runs. But the aggression does work out.
1-1 on Reddy.
Honestly, the throw did beat Combs at the plate, but the throw ended up just being towards the first base side of home plate.
1-2 fouled off hard. Hopefully everybody's okay in the Coyotes dugout there, sitting on the outside.
You know, it's a good way to wake them up. Looks like they're all right. And the error is officially on the second baseman, Perry.
That pitch is inside. It's 2-2.
It's interesting to see. Even as the Bootleggers are still leading by 2 runs, Perry's now in on the grass at second base.
It's down and away, full count.
Shortstop Nate Beckley is still playing back. I would think you're up 2 runs. You can concede a run for an out. All right, well, now Perry's backing up. That's a smart move.
3-2, 1 out. Romero at third. Ready in the box, hit hard to center field, going back and unable to make the catch. It's over his head, McCarthy. And we're going to watch Reddy run. Gains second base, it's an RBI double. Thought he might have a chance at third, but a strong throw from McCarthy from center.
Definitely was a strong throw. And again, it's another really hard hit line drive. That ball was an absolute missile. The line drives right at you are the toughest plays to try to make.
9-8. Coyotes get 2 back, and they have a runner in scoring position, still with only 1 out. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and Max McGee, who's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Gets jammed and fouls it at the plate, 0-1.
And for what it's worth, Nash, about 25 minutes left as far as the time limit is concerned. And here we stand in the top of the 4th.
So 0-1 on McGee. That's in the dirt from Leo.
Good block.
Was a good block.
Ball might have hit the face mask of Gravel.
A lot of chatter in the dugouts.
I think the Bootleggers bench is giving Gravel credit for using his head. That ball hit his face mask.
Good
It sounded
stop.
like it. You got my pun there, Nash?
Using his head.
Yeah.
Yes. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Maybe a little slower this morning, but I got it, Evan.
I was waiting for the chuckle.
I picked it up.
There we go. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, Bootleggers coming into this game with a 6.99 ERA. And here's the 1-2 on McGee. Outside ball gets away, and Reddy will move up to third.
Tough play to try and block that breaking ball. Gravel did all he could.
So now the tying run is 90 feet away. Still only 1 out. Now if you're McGee, just got to get that run home.
Looks like the Bootleggers now are going to bring the infield all the way in. Trying to cut down the tying run at the plate. Now especially going out of the windup, you can get a really good walking lead if you're ready.
It's hit out to third, but foul.
And frankly,
McGee
if I'm...
stays alive.
I know it's up to the coaches. If I'm getting ready, though, I'm going on contact. especially with a pitcher out of the line, you can get such a long walking lead and a lot of momentum.
Infielders at the edge of the grass. Here's the 2-2. Down and in, 3-2.
Yeah, really nice try there. Good fastball, down and in, just missed by a little bit.
3-2, 1 out. Ready at third. Max McGee at the plate. A couple of RBI singles. Coyotes' last loss to the Grizzly. 3-2. In there, strike 3. McGee didn't think so. And it's a big second out, and now 2 down for Finn O'Connor.
Absolutely. That pitch was right there, too. Nasty breaking ball. Good life once again. And that's big. The bootlegger infield can play all the way back now.
And Finn O'Connor stepping in with 2 down. First pitch on Finn. Swing and a miss. Fastball up. Big cut.
This is a big at bat right here with the tying run over at third.
The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for strike 2.
Now you have all sorts of options ahead, 0-2. You wonder, though, are the bootleggers willing to bounce another breaking ball here to take a chance with the tying run on third?
Leone battening down the hatches. Here's the 0-2 on O'Connor. Hit high to left field. It's hooking foul. Is there a chance? Yes, in foul territory.
Nice running grab.
Gonzalez makes the catch for out number 3. Reddy is stranded at third. And it's 9-8. Bootleggers still in the lead. They'll come up and hit when we return. Bottom of the 4th, Bootleggers in the lead, 9-8, and a new pitcher out there for the Coyotes.
Yeah, Coyotes are going deep into their bullpen. Jaden Fulcher is the new pitcher, incoming fresh from the Centralia College. He has not pitched so far this season. Looks to be more of a position player. So I have no pitching numbers on him. He's 2 for 12 as a hitter for what it's worth.
McCarthy,
Yes.
Swan, and Go Hattori due up here in the home half of the 4th. The Leggers with a 1-0 lead.
You know, now sometimes we've seen some pretty good outings from position players.
Pitch is up and away, ball 1.
It is pretty cool to see if a position player gets a big out, even works a scoreless inning, the applause that he gets from his bench. Kind of like how a pitcher only who actually gets a hit.
2-0 now on McCarthy. Looks like it's Gonzalez on deck. And then Jin Hattori in the hole.
Well, now you got to take all the way if you're McCarthy. You got a guy out there pitching for the first time this season. He started up with 3 straight balls. Make him throw you a strike.
Here's the 3-0. Down and away, a 4-pitch walk. And it's the second time McCarthy's been put on board today.
If I'm Graham Gonzalez, too, coming up, I would also take a strike. I know you're coming off the bench, you're itching to get your knock. But it's still the best decision, in my opinion. Looks like he does just that. He takes a strike.
Strike 1. Called on Gonzalez.
6 for 19 this season, hitting .316.
That's up and away, 1-1. One now on Gonzalez, who checked it in the left field, made that nice catch.
It was a nice play. Long run to get it. They look pretty easy, though.
Yeah, that's in there for a strike, 1 and 2.
So let's see. On the turf field today, the Grizzlies are taking on the Haymakers. Bit of a delayed start to that one, but they've been up and running. After our current game, we'll have the Bombers and the Colonials right back here. Same time, same place.
2 and 2 now on Gonzalez.
And big game for the standings. Second game on the turf field is the Green Dragons will take on the Lumberjacks.
Liner to second. Here's the throw to first, and they got him. No, he's safe.
I thought I had him too.
That...
Tough angle. Tough angle, though, for the field umpire.
So a line out from Gonzalez, and they call McCarthy safe. I'm not sure about that one. Evan?
Well, Nash, for what it's worth, we're about 200 feet away.
True.
And it's a tough angle for the field umpire. He's basically has... Yeah, it's a bad angle when you're near the pitcher's mound trying to make a call at first base with a guy diving back.
Jin Hattori is in with 1 out. And McCarthy at first. And that's a ball. 2-0.
Yeah, let's be a little high. I'd still take a strike right here. Command hasn't been easy so far for the position player out there.
Jin Hattori's 4 for 17. There's a called strike. The outer half has been more open for these pitchers.
Not much for a hitter you can do with that. It's a good take. Ooh. Bolster almost threw that ball away.
Check on the runner.
That's another thing that surprised me, too. Even the pitchers who have had really good control. Throwing over the first base on pickoff plays. Even in power games. Like, from opposition a lot of the time. Ooh.
That was behind him. And
see, a lot of just throwaways on throws over the first. And with how deep it is out there, you can usually go from first to third.
McCarthy moves up to second on the wild pitch, and it's 3-1 on Jin Hattori.
Even on a 3-1 count, I think about taking a pitch right here.
5 walks on the day for the Bootleggers.
Like, you know what's coming.
That's hit out to right. That's going to bloop in for a hit. McCarthy had to hold up. He'll make third. And runners at the corners now.
That was actually a pretty nice play by Tyler Murphy, the second baseman. Deking the runner, making him think he's going to make the catch right there. That's could end up saving a run for the Coyotes.
First and third, 1 out for Meyer. Meyer's 1 for 1 with a walk. There's a chance to extend this Bootleggers lead. Takes up and away, ball 1.
Definitely really good opportunity for the Bootleggers to try to add on.
Foul back, got a pitch to hit.
Depending on the length of this inning, we're in the bottom of the fourth as it stands right now. Fifth inning might be our last inning.
One out. 9-8, Bootleggers in front. As the miss system gleefully activated.
It's a beautiful sight, Nash. Not much of a breeze though, so we're not going to be benefiting much from the mist. Need a little bit of breeze coming in from center to push that into us.
That's popped up on the infield in foul territory. Chance for Cristelli, and it's out of play.
I think that actually stayed in play. It's a weird angle down there. The catcher Cristelli ran into the netting, but then it kind of juts out as you get near the dugout. Would have been tough nonetheless. Not worth trying to run into a wall to make a catch in a summer league game.
So 2-2 now on Meyer, third baseman today for the Bootleggers.
That'd be one of those. If you're the third, frankly, if you're a third baseman coming on that ball for Zambrano,
Let's hit out to right field, playable for McGee. He'll make the call, make the catch. It's a sac fly, and another run will score for the Bootleggers. So 2 down now, but it's 10-8. And the Leggers have reached the double-digit mark.
so it's 18 combined runs on 15 combined hits. Here we stand in the fourth inning. A lot of offense, Nash. A lot of offense.
Absolutely. Quite a few walks. Some hits. That pitch is up and in on Merlin.
Yeah, 15 hits.
Merlin's twice grounded to short. The fielder's choice to second to end both the first and second innings, Evan.
Oh, wonder
Identical plays. Could do it again here.
this might be it.
Down to third. Called a foul ball.
Whoa, what a break. Wow, that's an unbelievable break.
Umps both call it foul.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable break. That would have scored another run on the wild throw.
Bootleggers were trying to play merry-go-round on the bases. It's called a foul ball, just a strike.
Well, now Merlin's going to take his time coming back to home plate. He was already around second by the time he realized it was called foul. I give him credit, he was hustling.
1-1 on Merlin.
Trying to get on the board here in this hit parade.
Vendel's on deck. He's 2 for 2 today. And Torrey leading off first. That's taken for a strike. It's 1-2. So 10-8. Absolutely will have a chance. The Coyotes in the top of the fifth.
Coyotes will have at least 2 runs to try to make up, trying to limit the damage. Ooh.
That hits him. So Merlin gains first base on the hit by pitch.
Yeah, that's a big break, especially being behind in the count 1-2. Looked like it was a breaking ball, and you'll gladly stick your rear end down and let that hit you.
Hattori moves up to second, now first and second with 2 outs. And in steps Vendel. Vendel has scored twice on 2 hits. And on the season now, it's 3 for 16. Up and away, ball 1. The 1-0 on Vendel, base hit right field. Hattori's around third. He's going to score, and it's an RBI knock for Vendel. He's 3 for 3.
Yeah, have a day, Daniel Vendel. Once again, another ball absolutely scalds, this time into the right center field gap. And a big third insurance run for the Bootleggers.
Merlin moves up to third on the play. And runners are at the corners again on a single at 84.6 miles an hour off the bat.
That's impressive too, especially going the other way. Really good piece of hitting.
Here's Perry, who's 1 for 2 with a single. 11-8 Bootleggers. First pitch is fouled back. It's 0-1.
You can hear that ball now still trickling down the bleachers.
It's outside. 1-1 on Perry.
Wonder if we'll see Vendel try and take off from first. He was kind of digging his heels in, like he was rearing to go.
Has not attempted a steal yet this year. This could be a good time for it.
And now
That's hit hard but foul.
Vendel's just fanning the dirt with his hands that last time. You can tell somebody's been on base 3 times when their uniform's dirty. Vendel's got dirt all over the place on his uniform. That's how you know it's been a really good day, Nash.
1-2 on Perry. With 2 down, runners at the corners. Bootleggers lead by 3. In the bottom of the 4th. Hit to right field. Hooking and landing. Fair ball. 1 run scores. Around third comes Vendel, and into third with a triple goes Perry. He's waiting on the call, and it's fair. Down the line, just hugging the foul line. There's 2 runs score on the play. So a 13-8 lead now for the Bootleggers on a triple from Perry.
Yeah, wasn't it particularly hard, but just found a good place, and then Perry's just off to the races once he saw that ball get past the right fielder.
First pitch on Carpio is a ball. He's checking in for Brooks in the leadoff spot.
Just about 5 minutes left till we hit that time limit, so you wonder if for all we know this could end up being it right here.
2-0 on Carpio.
Yeah, 4 runs scoring so far this inning, so it's taken a bit of time.
Two 2-0 on the pinch hitter. Hit out to right, base hit, another run will score. Trotting home is Perry. It's a 5-run 4th for the Bootleggers, and they lead it by 6. It's 14-8. They've really opened this thing up.
Yeah, absolutely, especially now at the most, Coyotes will only have 3 outs to play with up at the plate. Really impressive showing from the Bootleggers, especially at the plate, of course. Falling behind 5-0 early, but just kept coming after the Coyotes all day long, never letting up.
Here's Beckley. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. He scored twice.
Oh, looks like Beckley wasn't ready. Got quick pitched a little bit.
Last single at 87 miles an hour off the bat.
See, no signal from the home plate umpire, so you wonder if that pitch doesn't count. That's a nightmare of a feeling when a pitch is delivering and you don't see it coming. As a hitter, you also have to know. Sometimes you also have to know the pitcher is working quicker.
So call the ball. And the 1-0 is high.
Oh,
it's
wow,
2-0.
that pitch did count. How about that?
Beckley seemed like he was rattled by it. I'd be okay getting up 1-0 in the count. Put his hands up like, what? 2-0. In their first strike. 5 runs home. Bootleggers have scored. So it is a 1-1 count. They will void that first pitch.
Yeah,
Odd play there.
There was no signal from the umpire.
That's foul back, 1-2. And this is a big at bat because the Leggers are leading 14-8. And if Beckley gets on, we'll almost certainly have another half inning. The 2-2 hit hard to right field. Going back on it, McGee makes the catch for out number 3. Leggers score 5. They lead at 14-8. And this is that awkward point of the game when they're figuring out if they're going to play.
The Bootleggers are not taking the field at the moment. That might be it, Nash.
They're starting to. It looks. This is that look where.
Oh wait, they are taking the
yeah,
field.
they're going to take the field. We'll have another half inning when we return. Phil Dimas is in. Facing off against Leon, and the final chance here for the Coyotes. They trail 14-8.
Yeah, this will. We have just at that 2-hour mark, so this will most certainly be it.
Dimas steps in. He's 1 for 2 with a single, grounded out to third. Back in the third inning. First pitch from Leon. In there for a strike. Also been a tighter zone today, Evan, has led to 22 runs in the game.
Nice.